Hi guys, Bruce here. So my friend Steve, his YouTube channel is Stevo space J. S-T-E-V-O space J, not the full name Steve. And he loves to drive me crazy, and I think he's done it again. He brought these two machines in. I don't know where he got them. XP Power Master, Homelite. I think this one says some secret on the side. No, the other one does. There's two, right? And this one says Homelite XP1020 chainsaw. These are beasts. That thing weighs big Christmas turkey anyway. So they've been worked on a bit. Look at that interesting handle. That looks like a swivel for a handle, doesn't it? Does not matter. My first mission, should I decide to accept it, which I have, is to blow them off with air. And then once I get all of the feathers off of it, I'm going to spray them down with engine wash and get the goo and the shmoo off. Isn't this a weird shaped blade? This thing's probably only 16 inches from here to here, but it's 4.5 inches wide. And it's not. I thought it might be a ripping chain, but it's not. And the actual chain is in fairly good conditions. But it's just, I don't know how long these have been sitting, eh? Do you guys have any idea? And look at this. Mix thoroughly 1/2 pint of oil with each gallon of gas. So that's 16 to 1, as far as I remember. And that one says the same thing. I really hope they don't have any fluid in them. I don't think they do. Let's just do that first, eh? So let's get you set up over, I don't know where. For now, anyway. Holy moly, that's heavy. Let's just tilt it upside down. Well, thank goodness there's no fuel in it. That could be good and that could be bad. It might have a leak, right? Okay, let's just do a tilt. Nothing. Okay, so there's dust in the gas tanks. So first I'm going to do is blow them off. And I've got my old overalls on for this. Let's just see what you guys can see there. I'm not gonna totally involve you, but we'll involve you a little bit. Let's go. Wait for the air compressor to stop. Oh, look at that, the oil squirter works. It's a manual squirter, right? Let me see if I can get you guys on that. It's right there. That's cool. Carburetor's really clean. Just a couple of crud bunnies down in there. Okay, let's do this one now. I'll put you back. You know what we're doing. Don't want to make you too dizzy. This one has a shorter intake manifold than this one, and scary enough, somebody's just jammed a 1/4-inch bolt in there. The other side's a 5/16, probably a 12 by 20, and this one's probably a 1/4 by 20, and they just jammed that in there. But a guy can drill that out and tap it. That's not the end of the world. We can, you know, if we can get some goodness happening here. They're pretty similar. These are back in the days when you could, you know, you could make stuff. Or so what it looks like to me is this saw quit working first, and this saw was the last survivor because it's got the red brace bar from here. Do you see that red there? And this one doesn't have the brace bar from here over to here. It looks like that was taken off of this one and stuck onto this one. But now I'm going to blow the other side of the other underside of this one over here, and I'll turn you guys off because you've seen enough fluff blowing in. All right, the first of the diagnostics. It's got compression. You see that? And I don't even know where the on-off button is. Oh, here it is. On is up. I'm going to take the spark plug out, and we're going to see if we have any spark at the spark plug wire. It's just a little. I doubt it, but you know, these machines were made to run, right? Look at my arm. It's just covered. Okay. Spark plug out, looks okay. no, it's a Champion J6C. Okay, now it should pull easy. Now, we're going to see if it has a spark. If I don't get zapped myself. Hard to do. Yep, it's got a spark. Well, you guys know what that means. It doesn't really want to pull over that well. Let's just get it lubed up a little bit. Good. Now we'll throw a little bit of go juice right down the throat. It's got a spark, remember? And it doesn't even look that bad. Okay, this is where I gotta check my filming to make sure I am filming. Got a spark, guys. Okay, we're turned on. Are you guys backing up so we can get some barking going on, maybe? Holy moly, that thing's got compression. I wonder if I should stick it on the ground. No, that should be all right. No. That's okay. There's gas, it's flooded, so now I can take the plug out. Whew. I thought this might have a compression release on it, eh? I always put too much in, eh? Come on. Be my buddy, CJ8. Yeah, let's just get a little more color into this picture instead of shadow. Come on. Nope. But it is loosening up. That's too bad. Okay, it looks like there's gas coming out of the muffler. Well, I don't know how far to take this. I want to try that with this one too. So well, I guess you just let you roll and see how you're making out. No battery alarm yet. Spark plug's loose. Oh, CJ6. I feel a spark. I didn't see one. There's a spark there. Can you imagine in the middle of the bush doing this? Oh, I think it's just the angle of that plug. On both machines, it's just weird. Good. We'll try this one. They both have spark. This one's really an unhealthy wire, though. Okay, let's try that. Oh. It's got so much compression. I'm going to stand on it. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, I just put some gas in the carburetor. It's leaking all over the place. I did get it to bark. Yeah, see that? Okay, so it can be done. Whew. I did oil the chain too, which helps the clutch turn things over easier when it does get going. Okay, I think it's going to be a runner. I just want to get the other one to fire too. So this machine has problems. The spark plug wire has lost its coil inside the mount. Okay. That'd be really cool if I could get them both to fire. And that's what I'm going to do. Is just wrap that around there for now. Yeah, we got the technology actually. This is what I'm going to do for now, guys. That's why spark plugs came this way. Maybe. Yep. So you guys getting any of this? Let me show you what I've got going on here. This way we know she's connected, right? It ain't pretty, but it's a bush fix. Come on, fingers. That'll do. Okay. Now, how on earth do I put some gas into that thing? Now, let's just see if we can get some gas drizzled into that carburetor. I think so. 3/4 choke. Okay, let's see if we can do this one. Whew, it's hard to pull too. It's hard on the hands because of this crazy bolt. Oh, did you hear that? Let's squirt a little bit of lubrication down into that rewind. Hi, Jane. How you doing? Whew. Okay. They both bark, which means they've probably turned 200 or 300 revolutions, which is the first 200 or 300 revolutions that they've turned in 30 years. Okay, guys. So, a little more knowledge on the XP Power Master. 1968 is the year. The chain looks good to me too. And I think it's a... So now, I just wanted to see if it had spark after totally submerging it in water for a half an hour. Let's just use the cheater because it's a little easier on my body. Ding, ding, ding. Get a ground. We get a ground on the plug. We get a plug on the thing. And we plug into there. We gotta ground it oh so carefully. Come on, girly girl. Okay. Are you guys with me on this? I got spark plug wire, spark detector through the spark plug to ground, so we're actually measuring resistance to ground. We're going to be turned on. Look at that. That's good enough. The rewind needs work first. But I was going to actually set it up, and on the computer I believe it says 32-to-1 gas mix. So 40-to-1 will work in a modern setup because the oils are so good. So what do I work on first? I think the rewind. It's got to have a reliable rewind or we don't wind into anything. So we need 5/16, which I believe those are. Alright, I'm having a hard time getting this rewind off of here. Do I take the entire rewind off? Or do I just take the cover? I might have to divert and take the whole thing off. Let's just... I forgot I'm dealing with something from 1968, right? Good. 3. And then 4 right here. Good. 4. Let's see if we can get that rewind off now with the impact. Yes. Yes. 2, 3, 4, and there's one missing. I've already taken out from the top. Good. Okay, that needs to be cleaned is all. And it needs to be squirted with air some more. Look at the goo in there. Holy jumping Dinah. Lordy, I do not want to muck my table up again. I might have to do that on the ground. Okay, what directions does it go? It goes counterclockwise. Oh, look at that breaker point setting. 5 thousandths. Magneto breaker point setting. Oh, magneto. Magneto to breaker point setting, 5 thousandths. I see. Ooh, that is the ugliest thing I've seen in a while. Look at that. So I'm going to take this back out on your chair and blow some more goo out of there, man. Hello, my friends. Bruce here. Well, I finally did it. This has been leaking for a long time. I just changed this out from this one to this one and soaped it, and we're good. Oh, tiny bit leak there. That's okay. And I will just work on that a little bit here. Let me put you down. And that's a 9/16, I believe, right there. We'll just see if we can get a... Yep. Good enough, man. So that guy is garbage. Or I can try and stick a washer in him. We'll see. I get kind of a pile of repair stuff, and then I go for it whenever required. That's cool. All right, folks, we're going to just take these two machines down to the point where we can have a good look at them. This side is, I took the muffler off. It was just a 2-bolt cover, so we don't have to go over that again. Right there, 1, 2. And now we're going to turn it over and take the rewind off. 4 bolts. Can also be done partially by the front, but on the other one it's jammed. So I'm taking both rewinds off because I want you to see the difference. Okay, so this one has an actual cog driven rewind in it. You see that? Superior. This one, they're not identical. This one's got a whole new personality all to himself. And he's got it. They both have issues, by the way. So I am trying to find out which saw will be the survivor. Because I need parts. And they have parts. Right? Just hang on. There it is. Did you hear that crunch? I just took another piece out of my bench. Okay. Down here. In here. These cogs on this one, this is the drive, right? This is the rewind. See how those, okay, right, those little guys right there, they come out and then they go around. Well, they grab the inside of this, which is smooth as can be, right? And it spins it from inside there. So that goes inside there. And then when these guys expand, thus, it turns the chainsaw over. And I had a heck of a time getting this one to even grab while it was starting. Let me show you why. Because I've had this flywheel off for this exact reason. You look behind here, there's a centerpiece in there missing. But there are 3 indents that grab those indents, but barely. Like it's not a good deal. So I'm even wondering if this screen is the right screen. There it is. No, that's locked on there pretty good now. So that's a major downer for this one. It's still bugging me. I've had this flywheel off before, and no, there's no flywheel key in it right now. So now let's move over to this guy. Same thing, same thing. This is a better setup. Right? Much better. So now, should we have a look at the points while we're here and just give them a little... They both have a good spark, right? So I don't want to flirt with disaster, right? So we need a nice screwdriver to lift this up and over. Like that. And this comes off like that. Oh, and this one has a nice protective pad. I'm starting to think that this is a bit better saw. I'm not worried about the gap because it works. So let's just, there it is. My burnishing tool. I'm going to get them closed. And then just get this in here. Holy smokes, they're pretty tough. That's a good thing. There we go, it's going the wrong way. And I'm just going to clean them up a little bit. There we go. It's made out of Bakelite, so you got to be careful. Okay, so when they're open, it said somewhere, breaker point set. No, that's to the flywheel. That's not the actual breaker point set. I've got that over here. Hang on. Breaker point setting, 0.15. 0.15. And it looks darn close. So on this set of breaker points, you got, there's 10. There's 10 again, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it should be 15 or darn close to it. 0.15. It's a little, oh, that's pretty close. Now let's see if we can do this other one. They both have spark, remember. Pretty close too. A little smaller, but I'm not worried about it. Now we're going to file them a little bit. Close them up. Boy, they're good points, eh? Good. So I don't know what to do, you guys. I was going to keep this saw, but now we have to figure out how we can get a compression test done without stripping out the flywheel nut.